Let's watch! Finally, I can watch the 1.3 version 1.3. Ooh, IPC. Oh, is this a trailer? Okay.
It's fortunate I could make it. My divination results predicted you making a fool of yourself. The show is about to start. Make sure you remember these words.
I hope the audio is
tarnish
okay.
the Xianzhou's reputation now, would you?
No, Master Diviner.
After me. Fulgurant Leap.
Fulgurant Leap.
Epical Spectrum.
Apical Spectrum.
Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle.
Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle.
The Swarm Disaster.
The Swarm Disaster.
Audience.
Audience.
Oh,
Not bad. Make sure you recite them a few more times.
okay.
Master Diviner,
What is it now?
how do you say this one?
High Cloud Quintet.
Quintet. Don't forget the back. Ooh, the trailer.
Who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them.
Before you leave, please make time to recuperate.
Oh,
I must attend to some clouds.
does that mean that we are going to get Fushuan next batch? Oh,
All things in this world have their laws.
oh my God! That eyes shot. It's really freaking cool.
Descendant of the lawful Vidyadhara, you witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it.
Oh my God! That gaze. That gaze.
See, we added a few things
Oh.
to the simulated universe.
Scrollum is back.
Stephen Lloyd thinks this is a big achievement.
Ooh, what are
We
those?
call it Simulated Universe. The Swarm Disaster.
Oh, there's bots now. Ah, Luca. Eh? Who? It's kind of remind me of someone, but I'm not sure who. Gosh, Bella. Wait, is that? Or maybe that is what's it called? It's Jappy's little sister, brother. Huh. Wait, it's already end, right? Unfortunate. Ooh, I really like the art there.
And whether or not your world
Albert.
has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and you know the rest. Welcome to the version 1.3 Celestial Eyes Above Mortal Ruins special program. As always, your good buddy Albert's here to bring you all the latest intel on the upcoming version. Today, our three special guests are...
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Wiedenheft and I voice Fu Xuan.
What's up, guys? I'm Angelika Nupaneni, and I voice Sushang.
Hey Trailblazers, I'm Nicholas Leung, and I voice Dan Heng.
Welcome, welcome, and welcome again. I gotta say, that trailer was loaded with details on the new version. Sarah, anything stand out for you?
Well, I'm always excited for story updates, but that last segment caught my eye too. The swarm disaster? Was that it? It looked pretty intense.
I know. Did Herta upgrade the simulated universe again? You know, my Trailblazer senses are tingling.
Wait,
The simulated
that face
universe
is kind of
will be
familiar.
getting some significant updates in version 1.3, but that's for later in the program. First, let's take a look at the new characters joining the war. First on the list, and finally revealing his true power, we have Dan Heng, Imbibiter Lunae.
Oh, imbibe. Ooh. Is that? Oh my god, that is so cool. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
The-
So March wasn't bluffing. Don Hung does have secret strength.
Ooh.
Why would he suddenly reveal it after hiding it for
the
so
burst.
long?
Let's not forget he did get impaled. Yeah, I think if he'd kept it under wraps any longer, he might have had trouble staying alive. You know, desperate times, desperate measures.
Okay, it makes sense, but why the secrecy up till then?
Well, to answer that question,
Oh,
we gotta
I just
talk
realized
about
I'm
Don
covering
Hung's previous
Albert.
incarnation, Don Fung, a member of the High Cloud Quintet.
That's right. I'm sure
I'm the
Trailblazers will
Albert
have noticed
now.
that certain characters in the story have been referring to Dan Hung as Imbibitor Lunae. But Imbibitor Lunae is actually a
Imbibitor.
title handed down as part of the Law Fu Vidyadhara High Elder succession. The person they're referring to here isn't Dan Hung, but Dan Fung. Dan Fung was once the Law Fu Vidyadhara High Elder. He achieved great deeds for the Xianzhou in wartime, but ultimately committed an unforgivable sin.
Wait, but if Don Hung's still alive, then Don Fung's sin can't have been that unforgivable, right?
I think someone pulled a few strings. There's only
Oh?
one guy in the Law Fu who'd risk the Xianzhou's reputation like that. Genuine.
Is that what a little bird told you, Albert?
Mhm.
I never knew owls were so gossipy.
Oh, no. Jinyuan's not to blame this time. The head of the Xianzhou Vidyadhara, the High Elder, possesses the power to transform into a dragon. The method of entrusting this power to the next head is a closely guarded secret, and the responsibility of each High Elder. We don't know the full story, but Dan Feng misused this method and sparked a terrible calamity. As a result, the Vidyadhara grew to hate Dan Feng.
Now
But
I
executing
understand.
him would have brought an end to the High Elder succession. They decided to use an exuviation charm, forcing him to reincarnate. Which is why Dan Hung is alive and well today.
Oh.
The world of the Vidyadhara is complicated.
But why would Don Fung cause so much trouble? I suspect there are a few more secrets waiting for us down the line.
Ah, the allure of the unknown. But fear not, Trailblazers. A banquet of delicious secrets awaits
Banquet
you.
of delicious
Now,
secrets.
Let's take a look at how secret strength Don Hung handles himself on the battlefield.
As an imaginary type character following the path of destruction, Dan Hung, Imbibitor Lunae's specialty, is consuming multiple skill points to trigger an array of powerful abilities. Tapping the skill button enhances the effects of Imbibitor Lunae's basic attack, Beneficent Lotus, up to 3 times in succession. Depending on the number of enhancements, Beneficent Lotus becomes Transcendence, Divine Spear, and Fulgurant Leap, respectively. Hits per action and damage dealt increase with each enhancement. Additionally, single target damage is replaced with multiple target damage in both Divine Spear and Fulgurant Leap.
In Imbibitor Lunae's talent, Righteous
It's not
Heart
even
amplifies
his-
the damage he
his
deals as
burst,
the number
though.
of hits per action
So
in the
freaking
current
cool.
turn increases.
Sounds like skill point management is gonna be pretty important for Imbibitor Lunae's allies.
Hold that thought. When using his ultimate, Imbibitor Lunae deals imaginary damage to a single target and adjacent enemies, while also
That
receiving a
eye.
set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
Ooh.
Squama Sacrosancta can be used to offset Imbibitor Lunae's skill
That
point
eyes
consumption.
look like the side eye.
Secret strength Don Hung
Bombastic
is kind
side
of a one-man
eye.
band.
Oh, that's not all. Imbibitor Lunae's technique, Heaven Quelling Prismadraken, allows him to enter a leaping dragon state for a set time. In this state, using an attack causes Imbibitor Lunae to lunge forwards a set distance
That is
and
so
strike
freaking
all
cool.
enemies he
What?
comes into contact with. Entering battle in this way allows Imbibitor Lunae to acquire a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
Hello. Such is the frightful power of the High Elder. Now that we've introduced secret strength Don Hung, let's move on
so
to an
freaking
old friend
cool.
of ours, the Master Diviner, Lady Fu Xuan.
Fush. Please don't be. Please. No. you know, this account will only pull for husband. No. Oh man. Ooh. Ooh, the music. Ooh. That is so freaking cool. Oh, the of course.
Her first encounter with the
eye.
Trailblazers
Of
was pretty
course.
impressive.
From high above, amid a hail of bullets, came the words.
Your every move has been foreseen.
By the Omnisia.
Okay, you gotta admit, her bullet deflection game is on point. I wonder, how'd she fare against a Star Knot, though?
Oh yeah, I can't see her swatting one of those out of the sky.
Fu Xuan might have something to say about that.
Oh, okay.
But
Our
doesn't like
hexagrammatic
Star
position
Knots
is
is
fluctuating
like
between the earth and water trigrams.
it will like
What do we have to fear?
trap her?
Let us counter this menace directly with the might of the Xianzhou.
Either trap her in the
Translation.
future or in the
Hexagram
past.
says let's do this.
You know, I think the Divination Commission would benefit from having Su Shang as a translator.
Yes.
The omnisia on Fu Xuan's forehead is a mysterious instrument that allows her to calculate her every move in advance. However, the immortal bodies of the Xianzhou natives exhibit adverse reactions to external augmentation. While the omnisia may grant her incredible computational abilities, it also causes her pain and exhaustion.
Oh, well, with great power,
Come in great
you
cost.
know the rest.
That explains Fu Xuan's reliance on bubble tea, then, huh?
Let's see.
I heard she drinks like 10 cups of Immortal's Delight a day.
Huh?
no.
Hey, that sounds like gossip to me. What if Immortal's Delight is just heckin' delicious?
I suspect it is, though I'm sure the sugar helps. Running the Divination Commission and divining the fortunes of the Xianzhou, it's an exhausting gig.
All right, Anjali's right. No more bubble tea gossip.
Bubble
By
tea
way of
gossips.
apology, how about I treat everyone to 10 cups of Immortal's
Oh.
Delight after the show?
Yes! Now we're talking.
Let's talk about bubble tea there. It's time to take a look at how the Master Diviner
The way the
showcases her
Fu Xuan
abilities on the
chibi's like
battlefield.
what?
Fu Xuan is a quantum-type character, following the path
Known
of
by
preservation.
stars,
But
shown
where
by
other path of
hearts.
preservation characters mainly use shields for defense, Fu Xuan
really
takes
like
a different road.
Precisely.
name.
After using her skill, Fu Xuan activates the Matrix of Prescience, which lasts for a set number of turns. This allows Fu Xuan to absorb some of that damage for her allies. When the Matrix of Prescience is active, it grants the knowledge effect to the entire team, increasing characters' max HP and crit rate. Fu Xuan's talent offers a variety of effects. Firstly, Fu Xuan can provide
she's
a
like a
permanent
support
misfortune
then.
avoidance state, reducing the damage taken by the entire team. Secondly, when Fu Xuan's HP drops below a set percentage, she recovers a set percentage of HP.
POV, you're Fu Xuan's enemy. Why are my attacks healing her?
That's not all. Fu Xuan's
Oh my
ultimate
god,
deals
that is
quantum
so
damage
freaking
to
cool.
all enemies, but it also increases the frequency of her talent's HP restoration effect. Oh, and
Oh my
I
god,
almost
that
forgot to mention,
freaking
Fu Xuan's
burst.
technique can grant a barrier for the whole team that lasts for a set duration. During exploration, the barrier blocks all enemy attacks, thereby preventing battles that would otherwise have triggered in this way. Her technique also activates the Matrix of Prescience automatically at the start of the next battle.
That's our Master Diviner. Reliable and determined.
Master Diviner.
No wonder she's
indeed.
got her sights set on the generalship. See, her style is very different to Jing
Man,
Wen's,
that is
but being
so
a defensive
cool.
backbone for her team is equally respectable. And you won't find her gardening or playing chess on the job either.
Oh, I didn't say it.
We're moving swiftly on to our final character. It's time we introduced a young girl from Bellaba, Lix Landau.
Oh, it is. Oh. Oh, she's so cute. The sunflower. She just went to like. Ah. Is that tuna? Oh, that's a really big deal.
her name ring a bell? You got it.
Yeah.
She's the younger sister of Serval and Japard Landau.
You know, is it just me, or should everyone in the
You guys
overworld be
see
taking
what I
tips
see?
from Lynx? She's the only person I've seen who's dressed for the Eternal Freeze. Like, are the majority of Belabogians frost-resistant or something?
I think those geomarrow heaters keep the temperature relatively comfortable within the confines of the city.
Oh, so Lynx's winter gear is for venturing outside the city,
She's
right?
really like
You
to
got it. Lynx has always
Do
been
camping
drawn to
outside,
the
huh?
horizon. The centuries-old records of Yarilo 6's vibrant past.
I mean,
the
it looks
beautiful
like it.
auroras described by her teachers. The heroic tales of the Landau family. All of it pertains to the world beyond the city walls, where the Belabogians call the snow plains. Compared with her sister's enthusiasm and her brother's seriousness, Lynx is somewhat introverted and comfortable with solitude. She often ventures out alone into the perilous snow plains, which has allowed her to hone her wilderness survival skills.
Ooh, she's gonna be the world's smallest survival expert.
Now, she may be small, but she packs a punch. Let's dive right in and see just how powerful this Snow Plains Explorer really is.
Yeah.
Abundance.
Lynx
Okay,
is a
so-
quantum-type character following
okay,
the path of abundance,
so
who
she
provides
is
a variety
a
of healing
healer.
for her team. Her skill can restore HP to
Ooh,
a single
that
ally
that
and grant
that
them
thing
survival
though. Oh, I
response for a
forgot
set
what
number of
it's
turns,
called, but
boosting their max HP.
you know,
if an
you
ally
use
with
it when,
survival
like,
response follows the
during,
paths
like,
of destruction
snow-
or preservation, the
snow
likelihood of them
times.
being targeted by enemy attacks increases.
Increased enemy
Hiking the
aggression?
mountain.
Guess they're not fans of whatever's in that tin. Can't say that I blame them.
My, that looks like fermented herring. Ooh, it's my
it's
favorite.
herring.
You guys want to try some?
No, I'm good.
No. Can you forget about the contents of the tin? I mean, this is a useful ability.
I'll say this. Directing enemy aggression towards characters who can take a hit is kinda genius.
I really like
Does
when
she
they
have
use
any
the
edible tricks up her
Landau
sleeve?
siblings inside
This one
the
looks safe for consumption.
the
Lynx's ultimate
the-
restores health too and dispels
whatever
one debuff
this
from
is.
each ally.
Thing's huge.
The video.
I know. Yo, talk about a hard pill to swallow, huh?
Eh?
Anyone? Sarah? No? Anjali?
Yeah, I'm just wondering how she even fits it in her backpack.
Sometimes big things come in small packages. You know, I forgot to mention Lynx's talent. It can grant a continuous healing effect to targets of her skill and ultimate for a set number of turns. This effect will further restore a set amount of HP to characters with survival response. Similarly, her technique can also grant a continuous healing effect for a set number of turns, but to the entire team. Talk about being a reliable healer.
Ooh, that is so
That's our little
cool.
Snow Plains Explorer. We can all
Quantum.
breathe a little easier with her on the team. Well, that concludes our new character introductions. Next up, let's take a
Nice.
look at the brand new 5-star light cones coming to the warp in version 1.3.
I got this.
To get us started,
So
how
cool.
about a Path of Destruction light cone?
I got-
Brighter than the sun.
Is there anything brighter than the sun?
If there is, we should tell
Why
Embodiment
so
Lunae
hot?
about it.
Wait.
Someone needs some vitamin D.
Hey, come on. He's looking pretty good for a man suspended in chains. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Fair point. Now, on to a Path of Preservation light cone.
Poor girl. Everything changed in an instant.
Thrown suddenly into an endless reliance
those
on
hands.
bubble tea.
Though.
Oh, speaking of bubble tea, Albert, any chance we can fast track
She
that
already
offer?
shut her
Right?
eyes.
Yeah.
No. Now, during the first phase of version 1.3 in the
First
character
phase.
warp,
No.
Spectrum, Trailblazers can
No.
obtain the limited 5-star character Don Hung and Bybiter Lunae.
Oh
And in
man.
the corresponding light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, brighter than the sun, will be boosted. During the second phase of version 1.3 in the character warp, foreseen,
I
foreknown,
was-
foretold,
Man,
Trailblazers
still
can
okay,
obtain
it's
the
not
limited
enough.
5-star character Fushwin. Not to mention the 4-star character Lynx, who will also be joining the warp.
Yes.
During the corresponding light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone she already shut her eyes will be boosted. And that's all she wrote on light cones and warps. But don't leave just that.
Man,
now.
by the way,
More
Dan
exciting
Heng's
updates are
light
right around the
cone is-
corner.
it's really something. It's really, you know, really hot. They are doing husband who wants death. Lucia was the first banner, then Blade, now Dan Heng. Yeah, I know, right? They gave they gave us like fake hope. Like, you know, like during the first patch, they placed what's it called? They placed a Jinyuan on the second banner. Maybe maybe like Hoyoverse saw that there's a bunch of mummy havers. So maybe that's why. Yeah.
Welcome back, dear
man.
viewers. Let's pick up where we left off.
Man, oh
In the
man.
preceding story, and thanks to the collaborative efforts of Jing Yuan and Dan Heng, Fantilia was banished and the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was resolved. And yet, as the dust settles, easing the fears of the citizenry becomes a new priority.
Rightly so. Helping people get back to their old lives is a big part of rebuilding.
And more often than not, responding to a disaster is trickier than preventing one.
In version 1.3, the Trailblaze mission
I wonder if
obsequies
we-
performed a
we're
long
going to
road
meet with
ahead will
Kafka and
reveal a
Blade.
glimpse of the Xianzhou's recovery efforts.
In this patch.
We'll also be seeing the likes of 4 new companion
Holy
missions. The Dragon
moly.
Returns Home, Total Recall, Farther
That's
Than
a
the
bunch
Snow
of
Plains,
companion
and
mission and-
Mohasle.
In The Dragon Returns Home,
And I
we
have a
find
bunch
Dan
of
Heng in
companion
the
mission
turbulent
I
wake of
haven't
the
done
Ambrosial
yet.
Arbor crisis. He must face up to his past life and meet with the current Vidyadhara High Elder, Lady Bai Lu.
Meanwhile, in Total Recall, March 7th makes a big decision. Having witnessed the wonders of the Matrix of Prescience Ultima, she decides to ask Fu Xuan for the Matrix's help in rediscovering her past.
Farther Than the Snow
Ooh.
Plains focuses on the youngest member of the Landau family.
Nice.
Lynx returns from an expedition with something troubling her, and her siblings, Serval and Japard, are at a loss to help. They decide to seek the assistance of none other than the Trailblazer.
And last but not least, Mohasle. Wildfire
Mohasle.
member and Fight Club reigning champion Luca has returned to Boulder Town. He wastes no time in inviting the Trailblazer and Zila to help him in completing a special bout of training.
Ooh, nice cinematic read there, Albert. I'm getting goosebumps.
Oh, those names are so intriguing. I feel like these missions will answer a lot of questions. Like, why is Bailu the current Vidyadhara High Elder? And is March 7th truly as many people suspect?
This is hardly the domain of unverified rumors. Ours is a serious program.
Serious? More like bubble tea
Albert
gossip central.
knows.
Speaking of bubble tea, fine, I'll wait.
In our next segment, we'll be talking version 1.3 events. Exalting Sanctum's
Hustle and
Aurum
bustle.
Alley was once a hub of commerce and
Oh.
crowds, but has
Now it
gradually
relates with
fallen
the-
into
oh, new
obscurity over
area.
the last millennium. The blink of an eye for a long-life species. And now, as the IPC's
By the way,
corporate
it's kinda
interference
makes sense.
encroaches upon the Laofu,
What, during
people
the start of
sense
the
danger.
live stream?
striving to breathe new
Su
life
Xiang.
into old trades. In the Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle event, Trailblazers are thrown right into the action with an opportunity to influence the alley's ultimate fate.
Wait. What do we need to do exactly?
Well, shops of numerous sizes can be found in the newly reopened Aurum Alley district. By arranging cargo shipments and planning logistics routes,
Oh
trailblazers
my
can accumulate
gosh.
funds. These funds can be used to progressively revamp the urban landscape of Arum Alley, helping it return to its former glory.
Oh, it looks
By
fun
achieving goals in this
though.
limited time event,
This kind of
players
reminds
can
me of the
earn
museum
self-modeling
thingy.
resin, tracks of destiny,
Museum
Stellar J,
available.
and 4-star character Sushan.
Nice.
Following this limited time event, Arum Alley will remain in the game as a permanent mode. This mode includes rewards such as the Arum Alley themed phone wallpaper.
I can see that
Ingenium
this is
Dreams.
going to be a long event.
That's something we haven't seen before?
That's
to
right.
achieve.
Phone wallpapers are a new feature being added to
Oh!
version 1.3. Trailblazers can browse and replace their wallpapers using the in-game
Oh, that
mode
is-
menu.
So pretty.
I don't know why. I just
Isn't
realized
it?
that
All right,
one is the
folks,
wallpaper
it's time
the
to talk
entire
about
time.
A big update to the simulated universe.
I mean-
finally. I thought for a moment you might have accidentally
I
left
mean,
it
I
out.
saw that.
The cheek! How could I, your humble
That I saw the
servant, make
battery
you
bar
wait?
and
I mean, we're
the
still waiting on
connection
those
bar,
bubble teas,
but then I
so-
never thought
I'm
that
just saying.
it's
Hey,
a
guys,
wallpaper.
The update is the collaborative effort of 4 genius minds. They call it Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster. They completed a broad spectrum of structural renovations purely to investigate the fall of an eon.
The swarm disaster. Sounds like it might have something to do with
Tazy Rot?
what is that eon's name again? Tazy something?
Taseroth, the eon of propagation.
That's the one.
Interesting. What motivated Herta and her team to research the Imperator Insectorum?
Ooh, I'll tell you. From the story so far, we've heard that the propagation once caused a major swarm, which spread throughout the universe. This eventually caught the attention of multiple eons who united to eradicate it. This event involved more eons than any other recorded event in history, which of course makes it an excellent research subject.
So that's how it is.
Mm-hmm. In order to delve into this complicated history, Herta and her team have developed various new methods of exploration. In Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster, the stage maps will appear in a format similar to a chessboard.
Ooh, I kind
Trailblazers
of
will
like
need to
this.
navigate through randomly
You know, it
generated
looks like
domains
the
and tackle a
the
variety
hive.
of challenges before making it to the deepest
that's a
parts
lot
of the
of-
simulation.
I'm
Trota!
assuming these geniuses had more in
Ugh,
mind than simply
get them all!
maneuvering around a grid.
Get them all!
Right, you are. In order to simulate the experiences of different Pathstriders and resonate with the eons, a brilliant mind named Steven developed the audience die and communing device.
Oh, audience die? Oh, come on, Albert. That's not a nice thing to say to the
Ooh, look
audience.
at the design. Wait, is that a duck?
Die as in singular for dice.
Okay.
It has to do with the eons bestowing random gifts upon Pathstriders. Before progressing
Wow.
each turn, use the communing device to roll the audience die. This will generate special effects for the current turn. These special effects might provide our team with powerful buffs, or alter the chessboard in some way, or even create further variables for subsequent actions. The chessboard and grids are superficial. The true intent of the geniuses is to delve into the
sensory
mysteries
organ.
of the eons. Each exploration will encompass 3 planes corresponding to Imperator Insectorum's emergence, expansion, and demise. Trailblazers will encounter simulated historical events during these phases, and different responses will lead to different outcomes.
But do these simulations really recreate the truth?
The official response is that due to the many historical unknowns, all potential outcomes are valuable. The data helps us infer the most probable truth.
Ooh, I kind of
And
like
the
the way that they
unofficial
renew
response?
the option.
Madam Herta
thingy.
said, and I quote, "You can't prove that the past wasn't like this, can you?"
How exceptional. Undeniably a genius.
Madam Herta has also developed a path space for the express purpose of enhancing the resonance between trailblazers and their paths. As a trailblazer, every action you take that aligns with your path during exploration can help you to obtain path energy, leading you closer to the eons.
And what can we expect when we get closer to the eons?
Once you have sufficient path energy, you'll be able to unlock specific buffs and the chance
This
to
looks like
interact
a
directly
long
with the
event
corresponding
too.
eon, thereby
Ooh,
uncovering their
I know.
part in the swarm disaster.
Okay, so we've been hearing those words a lot, but none of this feels swarmish or disastery enough to me.
Ooh, the eye there is
Say
kind of
no
creepy though.
more.
Ooh,
In the
look at that
final
bug.
domain of the third plane of each exploration,
is
Trailblazers will
huge.
encounter a brand new enemy. The swarm, True
True
Sting.
sting. Yeah, it looks
True
really.
stings have the ability
sting.
to divide and create
It looks
more
really. It can
swarms.
sting
If
us.
not dealt
Ooh.
with promptly, the entire
That breath.
battlefield will eventually be overrun by the swarm. Sufficiently swarmish? Suitably disastery?
Yeah. Okay, that's plenty. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
Jeez, it's really a swarm.
Finally, upon clearing Simulated Universe, the swarm disaster, the brand new path of propagation
Yeah.
will be unlocked with
I just realized that.
Simulated Universe.
What a roller coaster. That's a big update, all right.
Metamorphosis.
Big updates need big rewards.
Jeez, new path.
Aside from Stellar Jade and numerous other materials, the swarm disaster rewards include
I saw Nano.
2 self-modeling resins.
Those things are rarer than rare. Are there really 2 up for grabs?
You better believe it. And I highly encourage Trailblazers to give it a go. Next up is the Space Station
Whoa.
Task Force event.
Task Force.
Revitalizing the space station is no small undertaking. If we want to speed things up, we'll need to enlist the help of a task force with special permissions. Watson has lined up all the assignments that require attention. Over to you, Trailblazers. During the event, by assembling a team that meets the
Watson.
requirements of specific assignments, you'll be able to earn rewards such as Stellar Jade and character experience materials.
Oh, nice.
And as the message makes clear, there will be requests and assignments every day. It's almost impossible to finish them all.
Version 1.3 will also see the return of the Planar Fisher
Huh.
and Garden of Plenty events.
I think
During
this
the
is on the
respective
every
events,
patch.
Successfully challenging the
Ooh.
simulated universe and calyxes can
Nice.
earn you a set amount of double rewards. At the same time, version 1.3 will unlock 2 new stagnant shadow stages, Shape of
Stagnant.
Puppetry and Shape of Abomination. The
Oh.
former will drop Suppressing
Wait,
Edict,
the cap.
essential material required
240.
for Don Hung and
Wait,
Biber
I saw
Lune.
the.
The latter will drop
resin
Nail of
cap.
the Ape, essential material
I just
required
realized
for
that.
Fouchouet.
Whoa, all that too?
Oh, and I'm not done with you yet. Version
Jeez.
1.3 system updates are just as momentous. First off,
Man.
after the version 1.3 update, the Trailblaze power cap will be raised from 180
Yep.
to 240.
I saw that. That's a
Exactly
lot,
the
though.
amount that regenerates in a day. Once Trailblaze power maxes out, a percentage of the surplus is converted into reserved Trailblaze power.
Ah, so in other words, if you forget to
Man.
log on, you won't have wasted much Trailblaze power.
Universe.
And here's something else.
Let's do the
The
same
1.3 update
with
will also
Genshin
bring
too.
changes to the friends and chat systems, which include being able to sort your
Oh.
friends. And Trailblazers not currently accepting new friend requests can choose to disable them in settings.
Oh,
Icing on the
nice.
cake, you can now send emojis in chats.
Oh, at last, bring on the pom-pom and March 7th emojis.
Yeah.
Nice. Fingers crossed for some authentic boomer material.
And of course, we have the crowd favorite,
Oh.
Gift of Odyssey Chicken Awards.
Logging in for 7
Ooh.
days gets you 10 warps.
Jeez.
It might just be your lucky
Okay.
break.
Nicholas, I admire
Nice.
your confidence. Last but not least,
Oh.
Honkai
what's this?
Star Rail will
Gamescom.
also be a part of this year's Gamescom. What surprising updates await us? Watch this space, Trailblazers.
Yeah.
So cool.
Nice.
Let's roll out today's final redemption code.
Wow, man, the resin cup. Oh. Bum, bum, Wait a second. I received a text. Wait, let me check something real quick. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum bum. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. It's so wow. The next patch.
All good things
Ooh, it's
must come to an
packed.
end. And so must today's special program.
For me.
We covered quite a bit about the 1.3 update. Any thoughts or feelings from our guests? What are you most looking forward to?
Man, so much to choose from, but for me, it's gotta be the characters. Dan Heng and Baibider Lune, Fu Xuan, and Lynx are all special in their own way.
Ah.
I just hope I get lucky with the warps.
And as for me, I'm super excited about the simulated universe update. The new gameplay and story aspects sound brilliant.
Yeah. Well, since you guys covered the obvious, I'll go for something a little different. I feel like this version's quality of life enhancements are really good. I love the Trailblaze power cap increase and the new Reserve Trailblaze power feature. They may sound minor, but I think they'll make a big difference to the experience.
Oh, totally. And I'm sure the gaming experience will
You know,
keep improving as the updates keep rolling.
where the Trailblazers
Well,
we know
That's
need
it for the
to
Honkai
touch
Star Rail
grass.
version 1.3 special program. As always, thanks again to all you Trailblazers for tuning in. May our paths cross again soon.
Bye, guys!
Catch you
later.
Bubble tea, bubble tea.
Fine.
Yeah.
Hi Zoe. Thank you for following. Is that how you pronounce it? Zoe or Zoe? Woo! Oh. We finished with the main story and also the how to say the 1.3 live stream. Woohoo! And now I can finally I can finally play Fontaine. I've been waiting for so long.